When a man really likes a woman or has already fallen in love with her, he often unconsciously behaves in ways that prevent her from developing mutual feelings. He forgets about self-respect, starts chasing after her, without seeing any reciprocated steps from her. And by the time he realizes this, it may already be too late, and her initial interest has completely vanished. In this video, I'll share what, in my opinion, needs to be done to make a woman fall for you. I'll break down 3 key ideas that work really well, but only when used together. First thought: don't limit yourself to just one woman. If we're talking about the period when a relationship doesn't really exist yet, you can allow yourself to be in the process of choosing. In other words, if you've had 1 or 2 meetings with a woman, you don't have any obligations to each other. It's simply the next stage after getting acquainted. What does understanding this point achieve? The significance of that particular woman in your eyes doesn't become inflated just because you don't have any other options, as often happens. So, in this case, the man understands that if things don't work out with this woman, there are others. And with one of them, it will definitely work out. Firstly, this provides psychological comfort. Secondly, you won't end up in a situation where she isn't interested in him, yet he starts chasing after her, trying to win her attention. Because why would you do that if there are women who are also ready to show mutual interest? There's simply no logic in it. And if a certain woman rejects you, you can just forget about her and focus on the one who is happy to accept you. Plus, I know men who get really upset because they're investing in a woman unilaterally, and she still isn't genuinely interested in them. Here again, you can see the problem of a man placing too much importance on a woman. But if you compare these worries with, for example, people who fight for their lives every day, you can understand that worrying about a lack of interest is clearly not worth it. The second point I want to talk about is the need to realize the value of your own attention. For example, when a man is pursuing a woman, it's obvious that he values her attention more than his own. But if a man understands his own worth, then many women will start to see it in him as well. However, to realize this value, that value needs to actually exist in the first place. Of course, you could try to somehow imitate the behavior of a man who understands the importance of his attention, but in most cases, this looks extremely unnatural. In my opinion, it's better to be rather than to seem, even if it's more difficult. You can develop this value in yourself through physical and intellectual growth, through your efforts in some pursuit. But it's important to note that you should do this primarily for yourself, to achieve something in life, or to stay in shape for your health, not to make someone fall in love with you. That goal is a losing one from the start. The fact that women will pay more attention to you because your attention has gained value is simply a pleasant bonus. If this value isn't there, at least on some minimal level, many men will continue to chase after women. Another thought I want to share is to try and find a middle ground when it comes to communicating with a woman. That is, yes, pursuing a woman is absolutely not necessary and is often even detrimental. But in cases where there is mutual interest, I don't see anything wrong with investing a moderate amount of emotion into the communication, provided that she is doing the same. I hope this video helps you to make the right decision. See you in the next video.